Hello everyone, my name is Chloe and today I am here with a brand new video. Welcome to Brunette Bibliophile, where I post bookish videos and writing content. Today I am here with a yallfest book haul. We're calling it a yall haul. So this haul is actually going to consist of some things that I got prior to yallfest and then stuff that I got during yallfest, arcs, stuff like that. So I have 21 items to show you guys today. We're going to jump right in and get started. So we're going to do everything that came before yallfest first. And the first item that I have to show you all is probably my most anticipated release for 2022. And that is Cursed by Marissa Meyer. Now I pre-ordered this months ago. This is the sequel and finale to Gilded. And I am very, very excited to find out what happens at the end of this series. Gilded was definitely a really dark book for Marissa Meyer compared to her other past books. So this is something that I'm definitely interested in and excited to see where it goes. I'm going to be getting to this one ASAP. Another pre-order is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. This is the sequel to It Ends With Us, which was a book she released in 2017. Now it has been a minute since I have read that book, so I am going to need to reread it before I pick up this one. But this is a highly anticipated sequel, and I'm very excited to see what Colleen Hoover does with this one and how she's going to break my heart this time. Next I have Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is one of her backlist books that I have not read, and I think it's the only one of her backlist that I haven't read. So this is with the new pretty cover. This is the only one of the new covers that I have. So I am super excited. Again, just another way she can probably break my heart. Next, I have Whiteout by Danielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, and Nicola Yoon. These 6 authors are also the ones who wrote Blackout, which came out last year, and this is their new book, an anthology happening in the midst of a snowstorm. Now I know we're not to the yallfest part yet, but I did get this really cool whiteout snow globe at yallfest, so it matches the book, the cover of the book, and I got this at the Epic Reads truck. I really enjoyed Blackout last year, and it actually got a new cover for its paperback that matches more along this cover. But I'm very excited to pick up this new one from these authors. Next, I have 2 Fairy Loot editions. This first one is one that I was very excited about. I actually can't remember if I already hauled it yet. I don't think so. And it is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I can't even tell you what copy this is that I now have. But this is the Fairy Loot edition. It is pink, and then it has ombre sprayed edges that are so beautiful. And it's also a signed edition, which is the only thing that I have signed by Sally Thorne. It's so pretty! Guys, I've had this for like 2 months and I never took off the dust jacket to see that. I love it. Just another one to add to my Sally Thorne collection. And then I also have the Fairy Loot edition of This Wicked Fate by Callan Bayron. The story behind this one is I wanted a pretty edition to match my Owl Crate edition that I got last year. So I thought I could order this one, but I didn't realize that this is a B format hardcover. So it's shorter than the other 2, which it's fine. Like, it's still pretty. It still has blue edges, but I was just like, Chloe, why didn't you think about that? I'm still very excited to have this and to pick up this book. The first book, which is This Poison Heart, was an amazing book that I read last year, so I'm very excited to read the sequel. Next is a set that I bought specifically to take with me to yallfest, and it is the Inheritance Games series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Jennifer Lynn Barnes was signing at yallfest, so I picked up the 3 books in the series to be able to get them signed. And honestly, these are some amazing covers that I love. The spines look so beautiful together, but the covers are also so detailed and have so many hidden aspects in each cover. They're gorgeous. And for somebody who doesn't read that much mystery, I actually really enjoyed this series. Next, another book that I purchased to take to yallfest is I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. This is the Barnes & Noble edition, so it is lavender instead of green because I think the lavender one just looks better. But this is also the only Casey McQuiston book that I did not own, so I made sure to pick it up to get it signed by Casey McQuiston. And she was super nice. Not that I expected anything less, but I loved her. She was so cute. And then I also have The First to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. again, another one that I picked up to take with me to Yallfest, which I would have purchased regardless, but it just gave me extra incentive so I could go to Adam Silvera's line. He is always amazing every time I have met him, and I'm very excited to pick up this one. It is huge though, so I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I think I kind of want to reread the first one before I pick this one up, and he said that you could totally read this one independent of the other one, but I think I want to do it just because I feel like doing it. And then the last two books that I got prior to Yallfest are the two books that I got in my October book of the month. The first one is Sign Here by Claudia Lux. This was my main pick for October, and honestly a surprising pick for me, if I do say so myself. This is labeled as a paranormal fiction, and it is following somebody named Peyote Tripp who lives in hell. Actually, he works in hell, and he is up for a promotion, so he is trying to get one more deal done to seal his promotion. I actually just finished this one this morning, and while it's not as funny as I expected it to be, it was pretty dark at some points. It does follow multiple characters, but I found it very easy to keep up with, and I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars, which is just an okay rating for me, but the secrets that were unveiled definitely had me interested and kept me guessing. And the add-on that I got for October was The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. Obviously a slightly spooky read that's more up my alley. It's not even that it's really spooky, this just that it fits with the season. This is the sequel to The Ex-Hex, and this time we are following Gwen, which is the cousin of Vivian from the first book. And I also already read this and freaking loved it. I gave it 5 stars. So these next 3 books that I have are books that I got from a used bookstore in Charleston. It's called Mr. K's Used Books. It's books, DVDs, music. It was huge, and it was really interesting to go there because we never really explore Charleston while we're there. We really just go up for Yallfest and then leave. But I loved going to Mr. K's. I definitely want to try and go again next year. I'm still not sure if they're also an indie store because they did have new books there. So I'm not really sure where they fall. They definitely take used books though, because I did get a couple. So this first book I got, this edition is fairly new, which is why I'm also wondering if they're an indie bookstore, but I picked up Slammed by Colleen Hoover. This is the new cover, and the sequel and I believe one more book make up this butterfly. I really want to get some of the older books in the new covers because I think they're prettier, but another on the Colleen Hoover backlist that I would like to read. Then I picked up 2 used books from the young adult section. The first one is Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I've read both of her adult books and her newest YA earlier this year, and I really enjoyed it, so I definitely want to pick up some of her older backlist books, and this was one of them, so I was really happy to pick this up. And I also picked up Meet Cute Diary by Emery Lee. This is one that I've seen floating around on Twitter, and I had it on my Amazon wish list. It was kind of just waiting for the time for me to get it, which was now. So I picked this one up and I am adding it to my TBR pile. And finally, it is time to show you all the arcs. So I didn't really know what arcs were going to be handed out this time around. I don't really find out until the day of Friday when you pick up the newspaper and you can go through and see everything that is happening on Saturday. I had 3 arcs that I had my eye on. Out of the 3, I was able to get 2 of the ones I wanted, and I also got an additional 3 arcs, so let's go through everything. So the Simon & Schuster booth had this little game happening where you could pick up a little passport, and it had different challenges in it, such as go to a signing, go to a panel, visit the photo booth, stuff like that. So I finished the passport, and the prize was a wrapped up book, which you did see me unwrap in my Yallfest vlog, which I'll link in the description below. But it was an arc of Retro by Sophia Lapuente and Jared Shusterman. And I have never read anything by either of these authors. They were there signing, but I do know Jared Shusterman is a fairly popular author, and especially his father, Neil Shusterman, is a popular author. This is dubbed an unputdownable young adult thriller. So the cover does not give me thriller vibes, it gives me fun vibes, so I think I'm excited. Next, one of the arcs that I wanted, and I was first in line to get it, is Reggie and Delilah's Year of Falling by Elise Bryant. So in 2020, when Yallfest was completely virtual, I actually won an ARC of her debut novel, which is the first in this companion series, which is this one right here. So I was really happy to be able to get an ARC of this book. There were a couple of choices of what you could pick, but this is the one that I definitely wanted, and I'm so excited to read it and to enjoy another Elise Bryant book. This next ARC I got from, I believe it was the Penguin Teen Soiree. I'm not 100% sure who was hosting this soiree, but it was an ARC drop. There were cookies and there were mocktails, and the ARC that I picked was The Davenports by Crystal Marquise, and this is the first in a YA series that features an all-black main cast, and it is Bridgerton-esque. So if you really enjoy Bridgerton, this is supposed to be a YA version of that, and I'm so excited to pick it up because I love Bridgerton, I love the books, and I love the show, and I am just very excited for anything even remotely close to Bridgerton. I'm so excited to pick this one up, and it is the first in a series. This next ARC I kind of stumbled into, I guess, for lack of a better term, and it is This Time It's Real by Anne Liang. I just got in the line at I Read YA, and this is what I got. It is a YA rom-com, so right up my alley, and I'm very excited to see if I enjoy this one, see what it's all about. I think it was being touted as one of the hottest rom-coms of the new year, so I guess we'll see. And this last one I got from Desiree at Libri Labra. She did have an extra copy, so I decided I would take it, and it is Flower Heart by Catherine Bakewell. This gives me vibes of This Poison Heart by Callan Bayron, so I decided to pick it up. The back says it is a standalone cottagecore fantasy romance, and from my understanding, cottagecore is very cozy, and I like cozy, so maybe this is something that I will enjoy. So that is everything that I got before and during Yallfest. I had such a fun time at Yallfest this year. It always goes by so quickly. If you're interested in checking out my Yallfest vlog, it is linked in the description below, so go check that out. I had such an amazing weekend. It's always a great time, and I'm so excited to be back next year. So that is all I have for you all today, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every week, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those. And if you really like my content, consider checking out my Patreon, linked in the description below. Thank you all so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
In the darkness, I don't feel so cold.